What bees live at Weaver Lake? Importance of bees. We need bees to have certain foods in our lives like honey, apples, and tomatoes. Those are the few foods that they pollinate or collect. Without bees, markets won't have a lot of stuff, mostly a lot of fruits, honey, and almonds. Some other pollinators are mosquitoes are like bees. They pollinate flower nectar to kill themselves. There are 2,700 species of mosquitoes. Butterflies are also pollinators, spreading pollen from flower to flower, feeding on nectar. Their fastest flight speed is about 12 miles per hour. Flies have over 85,000 species. They pollinate corpse flowers, cabbages, and lilies. Native bees. Carpenter bees look like bumblebees but is less fuzzy. Carpenter bees are social. They live by themselves. They pollinate stuff like tomatoes, eggplants, and other flowers and vegetables. Leafcutter bees are like mason bees. They lay eggs in tubes. Instead of blocking the tubes with mud, they do it with leaves. They also live their own lives and they pollinate wildflowers and other fruits like blueberries and vegetables like onions and carrots. Yellow-faced bees are very small and hairless. They are like wasps. There are also solitary like leafcutter and carpenter bees. They come out in spring and they pollinate nectar and vegetables like carrots. Our investigation. First, we caught the bee with a plastic container. We put the lid under the bee while the bee was pollinating and closed the lid. We froze the bee by leaving it overnight in the freezer at school. We pinned the bee for observations. We took a picture and examined it to identify what bee it was. Our bee was a bumblebee. Results. The most common bee tracked by our class was a bumblebee. Our class also tracked 2 leafcutter bees and 3 honeybees. The entire Weaver Lake 5th graders got more bumblebees than any other type. The prairie attracts a lot of bumblebees. Threats to pollinators. Pesticides are bug killers that are used to repel bugs or kill them. They are real threats to pollinators because the pesticides kill the bees by moving into the bee. They also do the same to other pollinators. Monoculture is a growth of one crop plant or organism. A bee colony can't survive in a patch of one type of plant or crop. They won't get all the nutrients they need to survive because if they don't get all the nutrients they need, then it won't help with bacteria and infections. Herbicides is a danger to not only weeds but also honeybees. It kills bugs like bees, mosquitoes, and other non-pollinators. The bees die by the pesticides moving into the bee. Advocacy. I recommend to not use herbicides or any type of pesticides because they kill a lot of bees and other pollinators and non-pollinators. Plant bee-friendly flowers like dandelions, sunflowers, and tulips. Plant flowers that produce nectar so that bees can pollinate. You could plant trees. It can be pollinated by bees because trees have a lot of pollen. This is me. My name's Hikma. Here are my